Somewhere in this corporate world of ours, the day is just beginning. Certainly life has its mechanical side. That life measured in coffee breaks, telephone calls, and the steady rhythm of the clock. Where is discovery in all this? Where upon that vast landscape of everyday routine is there time or reason to discover anything? It is simpler, perhaps, to finish our day's work, complete our tasks, and file them one by one as the days, months, and years slip quietly away. Can we ask more of life? Can we demand more of ourselves? The answer without hesitation must be yes. Life is not easy for any of us, but what of that, wrote Madame Marie Curie. We must have perseverance, and above all, confidence in ourselves. We must believe that we are gifted for something, and that this thing, at whatever cost, must be obtained. That, above all, is the essence of discovery. To understand its meaning, we could search for examples the world over, to art, science, or Olympic achievement of others. Or we could look within ourselves. At prime, the choice is clear. For if discovery has meaning to us, it cannot be imposed or defined by an unknown voice. It must come from within.
Out on the soccer field, when you start a game, you're both even. You've got to do something. You've got to make something happen in order to win. If I'm in a sales situation and I just go along with the flow, probably nothing's going to happen. Maybe I'll lose a sale. You've got to make something happen. You've got to do something, make the difference in getting an order. The nice part about soccer is that it really is a team sport overall, but it does come down to individual skill. It's a competitive thing within me. Sales certainly offers you that opportunity to compete. Everybody likes to win. Nobody likes to lose.
You make one organ out of your feelings, but you use mathematics and physics to implement it. And those two things meet each other. The harmony between science and music. I hope it will be kind of a masterpiece. Well, it's much easier to go upstairs and to play a record than working 5 years at an organ and then having one rank of pipes ready. But the experience when you play that few notes, that's art, and it's really worth to work for a few years to be able to do that on your own organ that you designed yourself. And it's a lot of work, but it's worth.
It gives me a chance to think and take stock of things without the phone going and without conversing with other people. So I can look a little bit inwardly, I suppose. If you're running to try and get a personal best, you're usually competing against yourself rather than against other runners. The morning of a race, the only thing you really have to think of is to make sure that you've set the alarm, make sure that you're up in time. The last 4 miles of, I think, any marathon are probably the most challenging part. If you put everything into a race, you're so shattered when you get across the line. Incredible experience.
It's a different kind of tension from working as a salesman. It's a relaxing tension as far as I'm concerned. So I start off with a dive speed of about 110 knots, and I hold it level after that when I've attained my speed. Open up the throttle, which is a lot of noise and a lot of shaking, and then gradually pull the stick back and then the grass disappears, the sky comes up in front of you and then it becomes all green again. It's a very easy manoeuvre route. Currently I'm still into aerobatics. My wife thinks I'm too old, but there we are.
It's an amazing perspective to be up in the sky looking down, and we can see how the Lord does a good job. What I like about being a reserve deputy sheriff is the fact that you're out there assisting your community. Grateful people make it very rewarding to partake in that type of community service. There are things that are difficult. There are some things that are boring too, and I guess the bottom line is making people happy because somehow or another you've helped them, and that makes me feel real proud.
Discovery at Prime is not just a corporate goal. It is a source of strength as personal, as real, as this combined portrait of an athlete, craftsman, runner, pilot, and volunteer sheriff. The world is but a canvas to our imagination, wrote Thoreau. Our task as a company and as individuals must be to bring that canvas to life. For that is the essence of discovery and of Prime.